Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, I can't. I have these two dumb bitches podcast studio in my dining room, okay?
You know,
Get over here, my mother.
behavior was directed by her psychotic
Okay.
Morgan was being guided by...
Wow.
How does it look?
Looks good.
Get over here, my mother. Right now.
Oh, this looks good. You got your phone next to you? Why don't you look at what time it is right now, just so you can remember? Oh, you turned it off? I mean, I didn't know, you can keep it muted. Like, we can still
Yeah,
keep
but then
up.
we'll be like,
We can still... You're right. You're probably right. Hello
is-
and welcome, everybody.
it's 11:30 p.m.
It's 11:30.
There's 11:30 and the there's a man, the Slenderman.
I touched the mic. I got scared. Whoa, dude, that freaked me out. I just looked inside of her asshole.
Yeah, look at my asshole.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a late night episode of Slop City Podcast at Libbie's house.
I'm your host. And
And I'm your host.
Annie.
And we have been doing comedy for 2 years. What did
She farted, dude.
Ew. Did she seriously just come up here and leave you a little fart?
Well, she didn't do it on purpose. I mean, she's a cat. They don't do it like we do.
This is my first time in Libbie's apartment. And it is nice.
It is cool.
It's very nice. I would say one of the coolest things so far is that you have a Kazakhstan mug under your Keurig.
It says, I love Kazakhstan.
Did you get it on Borat.com or at...
one of those websites. It's got Borat on there too, I think.
It's licensed?
Probably not.
Well, it's really cool. The impact font on it, I mean, it's just as simple as could be.
If I smell like urine, it's because I peed in my pants when I came home. And I took those pants off, but I also just put a new pair of pants on.
Yeah, go ahead and walk us through. Well, we there was some hubbub getting here to record because we stopped to get Chipotle at what I would say is the world's worst Chipotle.
They're all the worst.
I'm starting to think every place is terrible and life is what you make it. But maybe every Chipotle. I mean, every one I've been to lately has been really bad.
I've never been to one where I'm like, oh, I got every single item I wanted in there.
Yeah.
Perfectly. And you know what? I know I'm not mad at them. They're working for, I don't know, $12 an hour.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
I would be like, I don't give a fuck either.
Oh, I just waited my turn and I was just like, you know what? Guess what? I'm kicking back. I'm about to eat some Chipotle. And, I would say today I started it out with high hopes. It's a Monday. I started out with high hopes. Kicked it off. I wouldn't say strong, but I kicked it into gear.
I continuously have to tell Tina, lower your expectations.
Don't start laughing like that ever again. The way you started laughing was like when you did that stupid bit earlier in the green room and you were like, yeah, and all of our friends were fat. I can't remember what you were talking about.
It was something about Chipotle.
Libbie and I did a show at Zany's tonight. Monday night, new material Monday. Yeah, thanks.
Come here. She was there. She hated it.
Yeah, Annie hated our fucking sets.
Come on. Everybody from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, it really was not. It wasn't good. I'm going to say, I'll level with you. Comedian to human being. It was not a good show. Shook me to my core. And you know what? I flew too close to the sun. Who the fuck do I think I am coming into Zany's in Nashville and then doing 3 fucking sets in less than 24 hours and seeing the exact same guy at all 3 of my shows. I didn't know he was a regular
Hey.
at Amy's.
Hey,
I had no idea. Guy named Bob.
Is
Give
that
it up
his
for
name?
Bob. Yeah, his name's Bob. I said, "Oh, Bob," and then someone goes, "Robert." And then I was like, I couldn't tell if they were correcting me because he prefers to be called Robert. Whoa, dude. The jump she just did. There's a ring light set up, guys, and then there's a phone tripod. Annie jumped in between both things. Wow, cats really are agile. I mean, Simba could never have done any moves
even
like
large
this.
like this.
Oh yeah, and she's a she's a hefty gal. This is nice though. I mean, I'll be honest, I wish I brought sleepover stuff because I don't want to drive back to what's it called? The cabin.
The cab.
I don't want to freaking drive back there, but I have to because Chelcie texted me and was like, "Hey, lock the side door when you come in." Which means every door is probably locked except that one.
And I'm surprised Greg hasn't come down and already locked it.
Guess what? He probably will. And then I'm going to have to go through the front door using a code, go all willy-nilly. I wish I needed a code to get to the comedy club today. That's what I fucking wish.
Yeah, the code.
And
was
that it wouldn't have let me
911.
in. Yeah, I wish I would have gone in and then they were like, "Oh, you know what? You're actually not on the list."
I wish they would have said that to me too. It seems like the audience was made up of people who, like, earlier in the day were given tickets to, say, I don't know, a tabernacle, and we're like, "Hey, show up for this service later." And then they showed up, and then when the comedians came out, that's when they realized that it was a comedy show.
Yeah, they were all like, "Wait a second.
Wait, we didn't come to laugh.
Hold on. I came here to see a timeshare presentation. Are you fucking kidding me? Debbie, you said this was going to be a timeshare show. I'm trying to build my portfolio." What does that even mean? I started Googling portfolios the other day, guys, and all I know is that it sounds like a bunch of people that are trying to make something seem important that isn't important. I don't think it's fair to be talking about a portfolio when you're talking about stocks and bonds. and there's people who are out here actually having real life portfolios. I just think because you show up to a meeting and you say, "Hey, I work for Fidelity, I'm a money manager." I want to see your finances first.
I had a portfolio in college, but it had photographs in it.
I had a portfolio too. And I mean, I think maybe my mom still has it from a class I did in like 7th grade. And I did this drawing of a hand that was like, I think I've talked about this before on here. It's been a long time. We haven't touched on art. But for those of you that are new around here, I did a drawing of a hand in 7th grade that was so good. I remember sitting in the art class and like drawing that hand that was like this and like actually thinking, wow, I mean, I have something special.
I'm going to art school for college.
I didn't even think I was like wanting to go to art school. I think it was just one of those times where I thought I didn't have it in me to draw. And then I was like, oh, I know what's going on. I just I'm not going to put the time in to do this.
I don't think I've seen anything that you've drawn.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They've sold for not a lot.
Sorry, I got distracted. I wanted to see what it is. I thought it was Chelcie texting us about tomorrow, but...
You spray cologne on your ass, but you're mad at me for using a Lysol wipe? Exactly. It don't burn when you spread your cheeks and put perfume on your asshole?
I've had to find the right one that bonds to my body, right?
What is it?
The
Old Spice?
babies.
Put Old Spice on your butthole? My grandpa did that.
And how long did he live for?
102. Yeah. Old Spice gave him the special life, it sounds like. Yeah. Okay, you got me there.
They
Crystal.
burn in some ways.
Crystal.
But one, I'm just worried about, your insides. There's more chemicals in that than in the deodorant. Mine's a deodorant.
You drink Mountain Dew. Why are you worried about chemicals? Right. You know what's in Mountain Dew? Antifreeze. The stuff that goes in your motors?
That's the same thing that's in Mountain Dew.
How do you think they get it that color? It's antifreeze. Did you not know this?
No, I didn't know this.
Don't
I've been drinking it for years, and I've never seen antifreeze in the ingredients.
Don't start talking about, you're putting chemicals in your body. You're drinking Mountain Dew, and you're drinking 2 liters at a time. Spray cologne on your ass, but you're mad at me for using a Lysol wipe?
I'm sorry. I just had to look at that, and I'm glad I did.
I'm glad I did too. We just watched, it's every member of Trailer Tales podcast as a baby.
And that's
reimagined.
That's really blown up this week, these AI babies.
So you think that's like kind of the next kind of move?
Well, this week at least. It's
Yeah.
seeing about 1,000 Theo Von ones.
I have seen a lot of Theo Von baby ones, and they're nice, they're sweet. It is funny seeing like babies just say
Talking
like real people and having grown up voices. And I get, it's like, it's probably funny for some people seeing, women get up there and talk about their pussies on stage. It's probably funny for them.
I didn't say pussy one time tonight on stage.
I don't even know what I said on stage, but what I do know is that I don't ever want to do it again. But I did get to have a fresca, so I guess I should be positive about that.
Did you get a check?
I got a check.
$25?
$25. Thank God. I seriously, this is how much I hated myself. I looked at my check and I was like, I don't even want to ask Libbie how much hers was. And I was like, I bet it was more, and that'll crush me. If I found out your check, if it was $30 and mine was $25, I would have been like, okay.
I usually make between $20 or $30 per show.
I made 33 last night. So
whoa, I made one that I did, and I'm sad I had I had left the thing in the box office. It was $100, and it was for. I did 2 shows, and I did Dark and Dirty, and I did the All Stars.
Wow,
and they were both sold out. So,
when they sell out, you get paid more.
We get more.
Oh, well, hey,
so it's like $50 per show.
Yeah, I basically made. I'm not complaining about the money that I made. The money I made is great. It's more so that I couldn't do a full triple decker. I couldn't do a full hat trick. I couldn't.
That's God's way of knocking your ass back down.
God.
I'm a good comedian. I did 2 good shows, killed it, had so much fun, met so many people. Guess what, God? Bringing you back to your level.
God literally did take me down a totem pole today. And it's like.
And they'll do that.
Oh. Put me in a cart, in a little like roller coaster seat, and jostled me accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Like started to press start, and I thought it was going. That's how I feel. Unprepared. There
was no preparation for that kind of show. And the thing is,
at least everyone felt bad.
Often people will say, oh, it's a bad crowd, but really it's the comic. Tonight it was a crowd. It was a crowd. They weren't in it to win it.
They weren't in it to win it. And listen, most of the time, I will fake it. I won't let them know that they shook me to my core. Tonight, I got shook to my core, okay? I saw too many attractive-looking people. I saw too many frat people. I just, like I said, flew too close to the sun. And it's no problem, because you know what? I learned a lesson, and it's that I should believe in God.
We both learned a valuable lesson that every time we're on stage, we are hypothetically better comics. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Are we? Or do we just feel worse about ourselves? Well, you had 2 good sets. I had 2. I had the one set I did with Billy Wayne Davis. So. The one I did with Billy, the other guy. What was his name?
Gardetto. Billy Gardetto.
Now talk about being shook to their core. This audience was shook to their core.
Oh yeah, because he's whatever.
He's
clean.
not clean.
But he's not clean.
He's not clean, but he has a more elderly clientele.
Yeah, because they'd say, hey, I love that guy, and Bob loves Abishola.
I loved him in Melissa and Frank,
Doug,
or whatever it was.
Melissa and Doug.
Melissa
God.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
And
Mike and Molly.
Mike and Molly.
There we go. We got there.
And when I came out guns blazing and saying, I let Mexicans come in me.
Mm-hmm.
I had never regretted more anything in my life that I've done than I did at that moment. And I thought, and leading up to it, I thought, I'm going to change the word come. I'm going to change it to something else. And in my brain, while I'm saying the words, I'm thinking ejaculate, nut, come, seed. And I just went with nut. And I could have said, hey, look, what I did say was, I'm sorry I blindsided you guys. You weren't expecting that. Looking like Trump up there with my hands going, I am so sorry. And then I should have said like, oh, I could have said these words, but I didn't. I just kept apologizing. And then when I was done, I go, I've never done this, but I'm sorry. I go, I've never apologized to a crowd.
Wait, the Billy Gardetto show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I was like, if you said any of that tonight, I don't know where the fuck I was.
Oh, no, I didn't say any of that. That was on the Billy Ghirardelli show.
Billy Ghirardelli chocolate show.
And what a nice guy.
Yeah.
It said good set, but he didn't listen.
No. Chelcie went to Pearl Jam with him.
Nice guy.
I saw Eddie Vedder last year in Hawaii. Bet he doesn't remember me.
Bet he doesn't.
Man.
If you got kids out there, make sure they're not believing in Slenderman.
Yeah, we watched an expose tonight on Slenderman, and we've been watching a bunch of crime stuff because what you do, because it's like, when you just have such a weird kind of night where something you think you should have been good at and you didn't do so hot. But also just in general, it's like your days are gonna not all be perfect. Okay.
Your days are numbered.
Your days are numbered. Okay. We're all gonna die. And I will be honest, the feeling that I have in my body right now, it's just so uncomfortable. It's like all I want to do is go to sleep and wake up and have all of my weed replenished. I want to be in Chicago.
Well, it will be tomorrow.
I know, but it's like we got an 8-hour fucking drive there, and I shouldn't be complaining, but I am being a little pussy bitch right now. Because, listen, today I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. Maggie and I woke up and filmed some shit today. We went to Walmart and we were having such a good day. And I was like, everything is falling into place. And it's like, why the fuck did I say that out loud? I said those actual words. Everything seems to be like something dumb like that. It's like, what are you doing? You're not a chicken soup for the teenage soul gal. Don't say stuff like that. I don't need to be sitting around talking about how grateful I am. What I need to be doing is shutting the fuck up. And
did you say everything's falling into place?
Yes! I said that sentence. No wonder everything fucking fell apart.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It felt good.
Yeah, it felt good for how long? And then the rest of the day. So then it's your fault. that the rest of us had bad sets because you wanted to go and say, "Oh, we're having a great day and everything's falling into place."
Oh my God, these girls showed up at the show that I was at last night that I was like in middle school with. These girls that I probably have videos of on one of our like hard drives on a desktop computer of us being like, no, whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to be with you, need to be with you, gotta be with you. Okay, the song was Be Without You by Mary J. Blige. Bro, me and these girls would sing the crap out of this shit, record ourselves, hang out. I got an MIP with a couple of the girls that were there last night.
Minor in possession.
There you go. And they were at the show and they were like, oh my God, you crushed it. And their messages were so nice. And I was like, holy shit, that's so wild. And then I got another message from a nice person from my past who I've also talked about on this podcast in the past. Podcast. Well, it felt like when I said this podcast, it felt like I wasn't talking about our podcast. It felt like I was talking about, you know, being a guest on like a political podcast.
The Slenderman podcast?
Yeah, the Slenderman 2020 expose. David makeup. But either way, I got another message from someone in fucking middle school this morning. Guy that I said, his name's Kyle Tate. He's so fucking funny. I was in 7th grade. He was in 9th grade. He did a pep rally. He did the entire Napoleon Dynamite dance alone.
Oh, I feel like
top
I've
to
heard
bottom.
about this guy.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. In 7th grade, I knew it right then and there. I go, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but he gets it.
Did you ever tell him how great that was?
Told him today when he messaged me. See what I'm saying? I had too many positives early on in the day.
Start your day late. Wake up at 1. Assume you're going to have a horrible day. Guess what? Every day's a great day.
I did wake up late. I woke up to 8:30 to Greg walking around yelling and stuff and like
8:30. That's early.
Well, I ended up going back to sleep.
Oh.
And then, you know, it's like I must have pushed through and next thing you know, I wake up drenched in sweat. It's about 9:48. I go a little longer sleeping. It's just, you know, it's fine. Today wasn't a winter day, and they don't all need to be winter days.
I woke up. Oh, go ahead.
No.
I thought you were done.
I just was going to say, I can't tell if I'm saying winter or winter.
Winter wait.
Winter wouldn't wait.
I woke up, took a shower, and had an online Zoom session.
Had an online sex call.
With a comedian woman that I write with sometimes.
Mm.
And she's like, if I work with you more often, would you like the family and friends discount? And I'm like, no. It's not the money. It's just the getting, you know, the time to do it where I'm not like in a hotel or in an Airbnb. So I'm going to try to work with her at least once a week because she helps provide insight from another angle. And she listened to my set while I sat there and I wanted to die. And I even told her, I go, that was horrible. And I said, that's what we need to do. That's what we're doing.
I'm telling you, man, it's like there are days I feel equipped for this life. And then there's other days where I actually am like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what? And then it's like, what am I gonna do now, man? We put 10 years into this. I can't turn around. I don't have any other skills.
I can't be a nurse. It's too late.
I can't be a nurse. I can't stop vaping. The fuck? I can't even hold on to my driver's license. How am I going to fucking get a nursing license? I don't know if I told you guys this on here, but I had a fucking message on Facebook. Saw it the other day from someone that's like, hi, I found your driver's license on this block of Taylor like in fucking St. Louis, Missouri, near the Grove.
Which was helpful because this was after you tried to rent a car without a driver's license and had to take a train. You gonna tell that part of the story?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really do much about that. I did post a video on my Instagram, but
She went to that Brat concert. Have we talked about it already?
no, I don't think so.
She went to the Brat concert and kept stressing to me because she feels guilty or something. I don't know. It's weird. Kept stressing everything's planned to a T. Everything is planned to a T perfectly. And in my brain, I'm like, it's okay if it's not. It's like when she'll say, like, she'll send a text when we're at a venue and she'll be like, I'm out smoking. Just need some time. And I'm like, it's okay. She always thinks she's going to be in trouble. But she's like, everything's to a T. And I'm like, it's not. I knew it wasn't going to be. And then all of a sudden, she leaves town and I start seeing emails coming through for your train ticket has been booked. And I'm like, well,
I booked the train ticket and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and forward it over to Libbie. Like, I didn't even need to really send it to her. But I just did, and I was like, yeah, might as well fire it off to Libbie. Fire off a few more emails.
that's why when I was like,
And you
why
go,
what you taking a train for? Thought you were renting a car down to the T. Well, I can't find my driver's license.
I don't know why I thought I would be able to rent a car without a driver's license. And Rafe said the same thing. He goes, you thought that you were going to be able to rent a car without your driver's license. And I was like, well, yeah, I thought they have some kind of database. And I did. I thought they had a database. I thought they had a fucking database, a national hotline for the Lost Driver's License Association. Dial 999 for a good time. Who the fuck are you? I'm a brat when I'm bumping that.
Did you go up to the thing and they were like, can we see your driver's license? You were like, huh?
I looked at him and I go, oh God.
You should have just pretended. You should have looked in your purse and be like, oh, sure, let me get it. And then be like, it's not in here. Oh my God, someone must have stolen it.
Okay, so I did kind of do some rendition of that, but it was a lot lower. It sounded like this. And I was like, okay. And I pull out my passport and he goes, ooh. Yeah, we're going to need a driver's license. And I go, oh, really? And I go, okay, well, that's not good.
You go, can I use your computer? Type this in, amtrak.com.
Yeah, I said, hey, listen, buddy. Why don't you turn that there desktop? Why don't you turn that there square
monitor
thing
around?
Yes, flip it around, and I'll put 0 on the tip line. Oh, God, it was so embarrassing, I guess. I don't know.
Get off of there.
But it's, hey, what are you going to do, brother? You can't rent a car without your driver's license. And I thought that I would be okay. And you know what? No one's exempt from the rules. And I've learned that the hard way by watching the Menendez documentaries.
This kind of behavior won't fly. This is third night in a row. Tomorrow night I'm sitting outside with the patrol car and we're going to stop this nonsense.
Barbara, that is not okay. Is that your neighbor?
Barbara,
They've been doing this every night?
It's like 2 or 3 nights in a row.
If you didn't just hear that because of these incredible microphones, there was an assailant out there in a vehicle.
Burning rubber, as they say.
Burning dust. Burning it up. We said we were going to learn how to fucking back the trailer up this week, and we didn't do that.
We didn't have time.
Nope, we didn't have time. Why? Because we were resting. I slept until 1 p.m. multiple days in a row. I mean, I'll be honest. What?
I'm listening.
Oh, the way you looked over. I was like, huh? What's happening?
I'm focusing
Fast
my
and
attention
Furious.
on a cat and you at the same time.
Well, I think it's nice that you're trying to multitask. You know, I got a lot of sleep. I got a lot of did a lot of face washing, pulled a lot of dirt and debris out of my skin, and came through with some small pimples and all that. But hey, sometimes you got to shed a layer of skin before you can get back out there and raw dog everyone.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we should say about our comedy tonight. You know, you gotta let a layer bleed out.
Yeah. I even wore a nice bra and like tried to push my tits up and stuff, and it's like no one cared.
No one was looking at our tits. Sad. Not even the other comics.
No one cared.
There used to be a time in the green room you'd get so much sexual harassment, you know, really feel good about yourself. Now everybody's so scared to sexually harass you.
Yeah, I'm not really getting. I mean, I'm really not getting much harassment action. Really anywhere. Everything's been pretty positive, pretty good lately.
I got a couple sexual harassments from Rob, which I appreciated.
Oh yeah, that guy was nice.
I love that guy.
Nice ginger comic, wearing the coolest shirt in the world that had pigs on it. Button up.
Just got his hair cut too. Hair was looking great.
Yeah, I said, hey, what is that? A Piggly Wiggly shirt?
He goes, my sister sent it to me. You wouldn't believe how expensive it is. Did he tell you that part?
No.
Yeah, it was really a fancy
I mean, it
shirt.
did look like an expensive shirt, and you can tell when something's expensive. You know.
Well, he kissed my hand. You see that?
Wait, now, was he going to Post Malone as his friend, or just going to a show?
Just going to a show to see him
at Bridgestone Arena.
That's what I thought, but it was at some bar. So I don't know what happened.
Dude, Nashville's wild. It's wild that we're in Nashville right now, but I also feel like I'm in a strip mall.
Yeah, this is definitely strip mall vibes.
Strip mall apartment. But God, dude, when you don't have a dog, you know, an apartment is great. As I was pulling into this complex, I got so excited because I just was like, I know there's pools here.
Oh, there's 2 sparkling pools. That's what it said on the website. That was one of the reasons I got it. If you say 2 sparkling pools, or one over here in phase 1, one in phase 2.
I mean, this is nice. What's phase 1 and phase 2 in?
There's phase 2, which is across the street, and this was built in like the 80s, and that was built like in the 90s or something.
Wow. Phase 2.
I like this phase over here, especially because there's just that one little step that I never walk on. I always walk on the dirt. You can see the dirt is pressed down for me. Just walk right in there. Don't have to go up those steps.
Very nice. Entry, I mean, ground level walk-in. And when I first pulled in, I pulled into the wrong spot. Libbie pissed her pants. I was in the car, close to urinating into my pants. And it's like, I just couldn't mentally handle peeing my pants tonight, you know? And I was getting close to my limit, but you know, you were in the comfort of your home, so you were luckily, it's like
legs were like this walking.
Yeah.
We have to like
ooh,
just peeing.
It is just really terrifying. Now, did you hold it because you had to?
I should have went in the Chipotle, but when I'm sitting, I don't know I have to go as bad as I did until I stood up and I was like, oh, this is not good.
Rafe sharded last week. He told me. Yep. Couldn't make it in the house. Hit the steps. And he said something happened.
How many times has he hit the steps and then shit's come out?
I would say this is probably his 3rd time, but since I have
that's sad.
This is 3rd that I have been aware of. Now, I have almost peed my pants and / peed my pants many times on those steps running in. You've seen me do
What
the
is
running.
it with those steps that causes people to lose their bowels?
Well, I think the problem is that when people, it's like they say you're most likely to get into an accident when you're
Close
closest
to
to home.
home. Hmm.
That's exactly it. I think that's what they're talking about. Pussy Willow. Just saw
Pussy
Pussy
Willow.
Willow on the screen.
Did you notice the fireplace over there
Yeah.
with the nice portraits?
Oh, dude, Libbie's got a fireplace with a photo of her and Tammy.
I'm gonna get one
With
of those
John
museum
Stamos.
light things and put it over the top.
The gold stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, just having this fireplace really ups the ante. It's a nice place. I mean, you're living in a nice little joint.
It's a nice joint. I know my neighbors up there. See the other guy? I don't see these people ever. I don't hear anybody over there ever. Or over there.
I walked up and it was quiet as could be.
It's a quiet neighborhood.
It really is, and it's tucked away nicely. I mean, you've got it going on here.
You got the Kroger up the street,
Oh yeah,
the Sonic, the Starbucks.
you got a Chipotle very close by. I mean, 5 minutes. How far is the PF from here?
Literally like a half a mile.
Get the fuck out of here. I think you moving into this place is why I've had like weird dreams of me moving into apartments, because I'll just have dreams where my worlds mesh,
Mhm.
where it's just always like me moving into an apartment or something. I'm like moving out of a house that I used to live in, and then I'm moving into a fucking apartment complex, but I'm also still in rehab, but I'm also 32 years old. There's just a lot going on.
But in the dream, it makes sense.
Oh God, it feels so real and scary. Could it be medication? Sure. Could be medication. Maybe that's why I'm having these creepy pasta dreams.
I had a dream I went to India and with my mom and Harry. And we went because Harry was getting a dental procedure done there.
In India.
And then as soon as he was done, he's like, okay, I'll see you guys later. And I was like, we came over here with you so you get your teeth done and you're leaving us here. And then my mom was taking his side and saying, quit being such a bitch, which she used to do with me and my ex-husband.
No, she did not.
Yeah. And so I go to the airport. I'm trying to buy a flight. Everything's in the Indian language, whatever that is. Hindu, I don't know. And I could not get a flight because I couldn't read. Oh, and then the Airbnb I ended up staying at, which was outdoors, gave me a notice that I was snoring too loud and I had to evacuate.
Oh my God. The fact that they gave you a notice and also said that you had to evacuate, not, hey, you're going to be kicked out. We need you to evacuate.
And it had the noise levels. It had like,
how many dBs?
Yeah. It was said the highest one was like 0.63 and that I was no longer, because everybody was sleeping in outdoor homes. So everybody could hear me snoring.
Man, dude, is Chelcie snoring bad?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So Libbie rooms with Chelcie on the road still for the I mean, that's what we've been doing. And then, me and Beth sleep together because we love smoking that reefer.
Chronic.
We just love it, dude. That's just what we do in our rooms. But either way, Chelcie loves snoring. My snore, I think, really now is almost gone unless I drink alcohol.
And then you go,
yes. If I drink a lot, if I drink we're talking, I think like 4 beers or more, 4 drinks or more, I'm snoring it up. Because it's like, we looked it up, it like relaxes those muscles and you're like, that's me. It's just.
Well, I recorded myself because I wanted to see how I snore without my CPAP, and I still snore.
What do you got? You got it? Play us a little tune. I wish I still was recording myself. I stopped. I did for a bit, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. Maybe I should go back. I love Kazakhstan. Oh, you gonna?
What is it? Snoring it up. Oh, I see what you mean. But
These are my favorite ones. Oh, dude, I got a picture of you sleeping the other day. I know, but it was so
in the car?
fucking funny. Libbie, you literally look.
Don't say dead. Don't say dead.
I'm dead. But you look like you have 0 teeth.
Get up here. Oh, God, I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to see it.
Well, it's on my phone, so we can't see it. I'm going to have to insert it in here. I'm telling you, bro, you literally have your hood on and everything. You're like,
and I put my hood on so they won't take pictures of me when I'm sleeping. Now I got to get a full face mask.
I know you hate it, which is why I did it and didn't tell you. And I'm so glad I did it because she literally looks like this.
Were you guys dying laughing?
Oh my God. Well, Chelcie was talking to me about something and I go,
I had my head back though.
You literally know you were like,
I put my hood up and I try to keep my head down. I'm bringing a full face mask.
my abs hurt.
Annie!
My God, Annie.
Now let's listen to some talk. Did I play the talking for you?
No, I love your talking ones because you're a freakazoid.
So the other day I was dreaming that I had a wheelchair and some lady was trying to take it away from me to give it to some other people because she's like, "You don't need it. You're walking." And I'm like, "But you don't understand. I have pain and I need it." So this was me trying to explain to the lady. Wait, no, that's not.
It's chronic pain. It's not like, oh, my legs are a little. It's chronic.
It's chronic. And here's this other part.
I mean, so stupid that I have to argue with a little kid.
So she was going to give my wheelchair to kids.
So stupid that I have to argue with a little kid. I could just hear you saying that. The fact that you are 100% asleep while you're talking is so spooky.
I'm not getting deep sleep. I'm not getting good sleep. So I am good. I've been referred to a sleep specialist again.
Oh, still?
I'm just getting the 2 minutes of deep sleep a night.
I think that's the thing that's craziest about sleep apnea is that it's you guys that it's like.
Well, I think my CPAP's blasting me too much and not letting me go into deep sleep. I think it needs to be adjusted.
They can adjust them?
Yeah, because like when I first have it on and I'm awake, it's at a 4, so it's just barely blowing. But as it senses I'm falling asleep, it starts blasting harder to open up that hole. So it goes, mine's set from 4 to like 20, I think. So sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and the thing will be going, I'm like, whoa!
Annie's laying by the door. It's so cute.
I mean, she's so cute playing.
She loves her house.
I'm playing with all my toys.
Yeah. So who's going to watch her while we're gone for the next week?
Maggie.
Okay.
Maggie comes over here.
Whoa.
Maggie was cleaning the litter box and everything.
Oh,
God bless America.
That is who you want watching your stuff, baby. Because Maggie keeps a clean house. And honestly, clean car. clean stuff.
She's a clean gal.
She really is. Always smells good. You know, I would say she is the least stinky friend I have.
Always smells good.
I would say like Rafe is very not stinky, big shower guy. Maggie really does that. And I'm trying to take care of myself more and shower more because God, it feels good.
God, it feels good to be clean.
God, I love showering.
I mean, look at how cute she is.
Oh man, that's why I wish that we were staying in a hotel and not an Airbnb, so that I could just keep using towels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get as many as I want, not have to go put them through the laundry.
You shouldn't have to clean anything when you go stay somewhere.
I'm starting to agree with you. I really am starting to turn a corner on this whole Airbnb beer thing. Airbnb. I don't like it. I don't like that they're making us clean and that they have these rules. You know, I looked at a review of me on Airbnb and they had something stupid to say about a fucking rule. Sleep. They were like, I can't remember what it was. It was like, oh, they didn't take the trash out or something. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Don't charge me a cleaning fee then, bitch.
Yeah.
I'll
Like-
take the trash out, but take that cleaning fee off. Include it in your rent.
Oh, God, I was pissed.
Did you say something back? Hey, did you say, hey, fuck you, man?
No, but if I ever see him, it's on site.
Where was it?
I can't remember which one. I'll find it after we leave here. Here's what I know. I read it and I didn't feel good. I felt that it did not adequately represent me. But I did watch the rehearsal last night. Have you started watching that show?
I don't even know what it is.
I just switched gears faster than that thing. But I mean, Greg and I were watching this last night. The Nathan Fielder show, the guy that does Nathan for You. I don't know. He's a funny guy. Weird guy.
I don't know what the hell
Look him
that
up.
is.
Odd little fella. And very funny comedian. But, you know, he's just like doing a bunch of weird satire. He's just an odd fucking fellow. But I was watching it last night and I was like, yeah.
It's a TV series?
Yeah.
Is it older?
No. It's new. He's basically like playing pranks on people. It's all satire, but
Oh
it's
my-
also
Is
he's
it
wild.
real?
Yeah, I mean he's fucking with these people.
Oh my God. Who does
Yeah.
he think he is? Borat?
Yeah. Except he's not a character.
Wings of a Voice was not a real singing competition. Instead, the show was an elaborate stunt.
I mean,
That's funny.
he is so fucking funny, dude. Greg and I were laughing so hard.
Ooh, I want to watch that. I want to watch this. I don't have HBO though.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching it and it's just fucking mind blowing. People are just weird. Every single one of us, me included. I'm not exempt. I'm starting to realize, like, you know, just little weird things that I do. Sometimes stuff I say when I'm around people that I don't even know. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you saying that in front of these people?
Why are you saying that?
Why would you say what you said? There's just a lot I'm reevaluating. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and I'm like, boy, I'm running out of time and I've got to right the wrongs and I've got to do everything. But good God. I mean, I'm really starting to just slow down and hear myself sometimes. And it's like, holy fuck. I mean,
Oh,
something is deeply wrong.
with all of us,
Yeah, every single one of us.
even those slop customers out there.
Oh God, we're all so fucked, guys. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to know there's a bunch of other fucking weirdos, but hoo-wee. I really am. You know, I think it's more that up until this point, I've been like, why do all these It's been like, what's wrong with all these people? I didn't think I'm such a fucking weirdo. You know, I don't get it. And then it's like, I see footage back of myself
You're like,
sometimes.
oh.
I'm really starting to see it. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get what you guys are saying. I really do. I mean, I caught myself the other day, 100% sober, just like sitting, doing something, going, like, weird, bizarre, just weird tics and stuff that I'm like, okay, for sure. And it's like, I don't even think I'm not even aware I'm doing it.
You don't even know you're
sometimes.
moving around.
Oh, I'll just kind of be sitting here and I could be like 100% play the footage back, dude. I didn't move a muscle. I mean, like, there's been times I could bet people where I'm like, no, 100%. I stayed in my seat the entire time. I would say that is definitely one of the biggest signs. If you have maybe some kind of neurodivergentness or ADHD, possibly autism, possibly OCD, I would say getting up, if you're able to get up, you know, not to leave anyone out, but if you're getting up when you're not supposed to all the time, it's definitely a sign. And I mean, like I said, I used to just be like, no, I'm getting up because I need to. It's like, no, you're not. I don't need to go to the bathroom this many times. But it's like sometimes I just don't like how I'm sitting or the way something's touching me or the way someone looked at me. And I'm like, nah, I got to get up and move around. It's fucking crazy.
Relatable.
Oh, God.
Hashtag relatable. Are these the shoes that got you the blisters?
Yeah, but now that I have my inserts in, I put my super feet inserts in.
And they're G to G?
G to G. Oh, God, they've been so comfortable. Been wearing them on stage, doing activities.
Yeah. Your
Oh,
dad, did you see your dad write about you on the internet?
I think so.
It was so sweet.
It was where he said that he went to his daughter.
To his daughter, Tina Dybal, touring comedian.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Eager, it was so nice. Yeah, if you were blessed enough to be at the Dayton, Ohio shows, you got to see Igor and Svet, and boy, they were having a good time.
They were like celebs.
They really were. They were taking pics. They had a line. They were having a good old time.
Ronnie the mailman was there with Jess, who had the shirt on that looked just like Tina's.
Once I realized it was them too, I was like, holy shit. Fucking.
How did Jess know?
Had no idea. Grip mind. Black and white, baby.
Your bank teller shirt, or what did Beth say?
Yeah, I was wearing the Beetlejuice shirt, the one that I posted on my Instagram where I was like, look, doing the hair flip. And Beth goes, you look like you're going to a bank. And that, like, she didn't even really understand what she said. I just started to laugh. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait a second. She said I look like I'm going to a bank. Not that I look like I could work at a bank.
Just going there.
Just going to the bank, which is so offensive. I mean, truly, it really, that cut me to my core. I was like, okay, cool, for sure.
Because people don't go to banks anymore. There's a certain type of people that go to a bank.
Yeah.
And they're elderly.
They're elderly or they need cash now. Need cash now. Call 8776 now. I don't know, man.
Jeez. Well, you went to the comedy show with the bank shirt on and it killed. It was a great shirt.
Yeah, it did kill. And it's not that I don't like to dress biz cash and stuff. It's just, do you want to know what's wild? First set I ever did. Westport Funny Bone wore a Beetlejuice dress.
Really?
Black and white, straight down.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
You wore a dress for your first set.
Yeah, and I wore black combat boots all the way up to my knees.
Whoa.
Yeah, ready to fuck.
You were there to impress.
I was there to impress. Oh, I smoked so many cigarettes. That was when I was like starting to like just wear combat boots, like hardcore, when I was probably like 20. And I was like, yeah.
You were
20.
20.
Well, I was 22 when I started stand up, but 20 when I started like wearing combat boots.
22, dude.
Yeah, I got a nice little pair of combat boots on sale at Kohl's, and it was a brand called Croft and Barrow.
Holy shit, that's funny.
So,
Croft and Barrow.
yeah. You know that my Kohl's credit card missed $30 payment is what screwed me over on my very first car loan. And the guy goes, yeah, I'm
Whoa.
not supposed to tell you this, but it looked like it was a missed Kohl's payment.
One payment?
One motherfucking payment.
Damn, fuck Kohl's.
Yeah, dude. All right, guys. It's late. We gotta go. This has been an interesting, chill episode of Slop City. Are we a little early to leave? Yeah, we are. But guess what? We gotta leave in less than 12 hours. And I still have some stimming to do tonight.
Do you have to pack?
No.
Oh, I'm packed too.
Yeah, I'm packed.
It's really
be
a
honest,
blessing.
I need to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, we
I'm
won't be gone quite as long, but
Well, this one's only a week, and then we have like a week and a half off.
then we got the big stretch.
Then we got a big stretch, and that's where, this extra underwear that I bought today is going to really come in handy.
Mhm.
Because I was rocking about 8 pairs only. Not enough.
I had too many. I got a smaller electric blanket. I'm leaving the big one. I got a lap one. I still have my 2 sheets for the Airbnb
Mm-hmm.
and about half the clothes.
Well, that's good. Yeah, bring your sheets and make sure to bring a trash bag so that you can put your
Underwear?
dirty laundry. I can't believe I went out on the first leg of tour almost 2 weeks, and I was like, yeah, 8 pairs of underwear is gonna do me.
Well, because you knew we were going to be at an Airbnb, so you could wash.
For sure, but it's like, I ran out.
You can always wash them in the bathroom of the hotel.
Yeah, I guess, but sometimes, I guess I can air dry them or blow dry them with a hair dryer, but
Yeah, just wash them the night before and then
Well-
hang them up.
well,
Wash them.
I'll tell you, when you take a bar soap and a bathroom sink at a hotel, you can feel that kind of film
Yeah.
unless you really give it a good rinse.
You got to
So
really rinse it.
you need,
Do this a
Yeah.
couple times.
really need to be wringing it out and getting it going. All right, brothers. Well, we love you, and we hope that we're going to see you on our tour here sometime this June. And, yeah, looks like that's going to do it for us here at Slop City. And,
I'm just showing you Annie on the cam over there.
yeah, just have a good life, everybody.
Let's just watch Annie run over to the camera. She didn't run over. Oh, yeah, she did. Watch her come up close, though, when I... No, she didn't do it.
People love their Furbos, and I'm going to go ahead and say it right here, right now. I don't think they're shit to write home about.
They're great.
I don't like it. The
Well-
camera's not that good.
The camera's good in the day. The night camera, it's good. But it allows me to... It makes me think that Annie knows I'm looking at her, even though Annie has no clue. Because she'll walk over to the Furbo sometimes to try to get a treat. She doesn't know it's me giving it to her.
Yeah.
But in my brain, I'm like, oh, she knows mommy's thinking of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe you should put a photo of yourself on the Furbo, and maybe she'll like that. All right. Love you, bitches.
Have a blessed day. Yeah, well, there's going to have a blessed day, Barbara.